Alright, this is a weird one. And I know I said that a lot, but this is actually very weird. So I have this thing that I need to do for work, and this code needs to be run once. Get this out of here. This code needs to be run once. And what it needs to do is read the value of these fields, and then depending on this value, it will copy this data into one of these lanes. That's all I need to do. I want to try and do this for a video. I don't even know if this is going to make it into a video. I don't know if it's worth it or if it's a weird thing or what. But I need to try and do this on a massive scale. So what this needs to do is it needs to be... What's the word I'm looking for? Extendable. It needs to be expandable, something like that. So it needs to not only run for these 4 options or these like 4 columns, it needs to run for 40,000 columns. Just because I don't want to manually go in and go, okay, this equals 100, I'm going to copy this here, it's 200, copy it there, etc. So what I want to do is try and automate this. So I'm going to try and write some code. I don't know if this is even going to like be a video or if this is a good idea, but I'm going to try and write some code that will do this automatically. So what we need to start off with is checking... Okay, what I will do first is I'll write some pseudo code. Pseudo? Yeah, it's pseudo code. Pseudo code? I don't know. Okay, so pseudo code is... We just basically write out what we want to happen in the code, and then you actually code it. So it's more of like instructions of what you need to do. And it really helps me break it down into like very simple steps. So I check the value of column C, then we copy column D, and then depending on the value of column C, copy it into one of 4 lanes. 4 columns. Okay, so that's basically what I want to do. So, this is Visual Basic, by the way. So we'll start with checking the value of column C. Range.cells C. Oh, we probably need an iterator here. Hold on. Iterator in VBA is dim I as long. That'll do. C and I dot value. If range.cells C I value, let's start with equals 3. So I equals 3 because we're starting at row 3. If C3 value equals 100, then do this. And if it equals 100, then we go range.cells C and I dot value. How do I copy? Let's just give it a go. C and I dot copy. Oh no, we don't even need to do that. We can just go. We can go one step further here. So we know if it equals 100, then we know that we need to put it in lane E. So we can go range.cells, and then we can go E.value equals range.cells C and I dot value. Okay, so we run. Argument is not optional. Okay, hold on. Let me just fix all this up. Am I gonna get a new error? Of course I got a new error. Okay. I thought it was range.cells. Okay, Stack Overflow, where are you? What have I broken now? Oh, I didn't even need the cells. That's the issue. Look at that. Okay, I need a message box to tell me it's done. Hold on. Just so I know I have this visual, like, cue. Okay, so let me walk this through with you. Okay, if the value of C3, because I equals 3, equals 100, then the value of E3, which is the exact same, it's on the same line, equals the value of D3, which is on the same line. Okay, so we get rid of this. We don't even need to copy it anymore. And then we get a message box to tell me it's done. Done. Okay, so that equals option 1. That's exactly what we want. Now we need to expand this for all the other options. And I don't want you guys in the comments going, oh, maybe if you do this a little bit, like, better. This would be else if. Maybe if you didn't do it like this, you could do it like this. You could save on, like, 20 minutes of work. I'm like, who cares? Else if. Okay. So now we just change the values in equal to exactly what we want. I know it's messy code. The guy who taught me, my professor who taught me how to code, would absolutely hate me at the moment. He'd be like, you got the same value 3 times there, what are you doing? Value equals 200, then F equals D, G equals D, H equals D. Okay, so this should be all set up. Now what we need to do is we need to make it so, right now it's only checking one line, it's only checking C3. We need to make it so it's checking, once it's done checking C3, we add 1 to I, so it'll check C4, and it'll just continue on until there's no value left. Let me just make sure that this works. Yep, cool, still works. Now, let's just double check to see if this works as we want. So if we change this value to 200, it should fill in F. Yep, there we go. Now, we need to loop this. So I want to make this work until there is no value left on column C. So to do that, I think we do while not is empty. Range C and I. Yeah, I think. And then we loop it. I think this is the way that we do it. Or we also need to add an iterator. I equals I plus 1. So we want to make I, so which is currently 3, we want to add 1 to 3. So I equals itself plus 1, so it'll go to 4. And then the next time we run, it'll be 4 plus 1, so it'll go 5, and so on and so forth. That's until there's nothing left in the value column. So I think that'll work. And we also get a message box when we're done. So if we just run this, option 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. So now, if we extend this, now let's see how this works. It should just continue on. It should end at row 32. There we go, exactly what we want. So it looks like it's split from 1, 2, 3, 4, just like we want. Now, if we kind of randomize these numbers a little bit, we chuck a couple of 2s there. And let's chuck a couple of 4s. Now, if we delete all these options... Oh, sorry, okay, we'll just do this. And we do it again. It should still work. Option 4 goes there. Option 4 goes there. Option 2. Okay, cool. Now, what else do we need to do? Is that code done? So again, this is going to be done on like a massive scale, so like 40,000. So I think what I need to test is like how far can this actually go? So what we should find is this information. If I just run it again, only take me like a second. And it looks okay. Alright, and it looks like it worked for the entire thing. It copied it exactly where I want it to go. Let's do a little bit of spot checking. Option 2, option 2, option 3, option 2, option 1. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. But there you go. That's a weird video. Definitely different from what I normally do. I normally tell a couple of jokes while I play games, but yeah. That's a little bit of work I had to do over the weekend, and I thought, you know what? Why not? I'm just going to record it. We can get rid of this now, because we don't need it. And yeah. Now, I know it looks ugly, okay? I know that if you know code, you're going to be like, oh, that's so inefficient. I just got to run it once, okay? I'm going to run it once. I don't care what it looks like. It doesn't need to be, like, perfect, okay? I know I could probably use a switch statement to get it better. To get it from, like, 2 milliseconds down to, like, half a millisecond, but, So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Let me know if you like this. I can try and come up with more solutions or more issues to try and solve using code. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. The next day, we automate the majority of the dumplings. Okay, let's run it back. Let's upgrade to try and get a smart grabber. No, upgrade, yep. And then we'll copy and discount again. Okay, smart grabber, we got it. Let's go into practice mode and just test this. I want to see if this works the way I want it to. So it will automatically start mixing the dough.